All right, so welcome to another deep dive, you guys. Today, we're really getting into some interesting stuff. We're going to peek behind the curtain of a Mary Kay consultant's online business presentation.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like, how often do we get to see that, you know?
Yeah, I know, right? And it's not just any presentation. This is a live transcript. So we're seeing exactly how this consultant, Vernice, runs her training with other Mary Kay consultants and guests who are on Zoom, and some are even watching on Facebook Live.
Wow, she's going all out. Okay, so what really jumped out at me here, right off the bat, is that she's not just, like, selling products. It's bigger than that. She's selling this whole idea of living fearlessly. Like, that's her big theme for 2025.
Oh, absolutely. And, it's pretty clever how she connects that live fearlessly idea to a specific product, the live fearlessly fragrance.
Oh, yeah.
So it becomes more than just perfume. It's like a symbol of, I don't know, like confidence taking charge.
And independence, yeah. And hold on, did you catch the part where she suggests it as a Valentine's Day gift?
Oh, yeah. Duh.
For men. Like, she's practically saying, guys, if you're clueless about what to get your girlfriend or wife, here's your solution. Make her feel empowered.
That's so true. And that is just brilliant sales strategy, right? Anticipating your audience's needs and then offering up the perfect solution.
Yes, especially in this kind of business, right? Direct sales.
Yeah.
But okay, this is where she gets really smart. You ready for this? She does this whole recap of last year's top Mary Kay products, and it's totally like, Spotify wrapped.
That end-of-year roundup everyone loves.
Exactly. So everyone's familiar with the format. And of course, she mentions the dynamic wrinkle limiter, Botox in a bottle.
Ah, yeah. Can't forget that one. Those catchy names are so important, especially these days when there are like a zillion products out there.
Oh, for sure. It makes them memorable. It's almost like their own little insider language. And she also highlights the pedicure set.
Oh, right. The pedicure set.
Yeah, and the oil-free eye makeup remover. But you know what?
Yeah.
Let's go back to the dynamic wrinkle limiter for a sec.
Okay, yeah.
Because she really breaks down the sales pitch for that one, and it's textbook.
It is. She nails it.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't just say, hey, you can make some money selling this. She goes into the details.
Right.
It's $58 a bottle.
Right.
Compare that to Botox, which is way more expensive, and suddenly that $290 profit from selling 10 of them feels very real.
Yeah, like you can actually see it happening. So smart. Okay, so we've got this empowerment theme, we've got the earning potential, but then she switches gears and she encourages everyone to set skincare goals for 2025.
Wow, okay. That's really interesting.
It is, right? It's like instead of just focusing on the products, she's personalizing the whole experience.
Yes.
So it's all about you and your aspirations and how Mary Kay can help you achieve those goals.
That's a really great point. It makes it so much more relatable.
Right. And then to show she really knows her stuff, she mentions that she's tried every single Mary Kay product.
Whoa, every single one.
Even the ones that aren't for her skin type, just to really understand the customer experience.
Dedication. You got to respect that, going above and beyond. All right, so she quickly mentions the Time-Wise Repair set.
Yeah.
The Time-Wise Miracle set.
Uh-huh.
There's this new Mary Kay skincare line. Clean, sleek packaging, she says.
Right. But then, okay, are you ready for this? Things take a kind of unexpected turn.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What happens?
She launches into a product demonstration. But here's the kicker. She doesn't actually demonstrate any products.
Wait, what? How does that even work?
Okay, this is where the whole virtual side of her business really comes in. Instead of doing live demos, she uses pre-recorded videos.
Ooh, interesting. So it's efficient, it's consistent.
Yeah.
And she can reach a much bigger audience online.
Exactly. And she shows the oil-free hydrating gel. She calls it like drinking 8 glasses of water for your face.
Oh, I like that.
Then there's the intense moisturizing cream and serum C plus E, which is supposed to boost collagen. And get this, these videos are all super short, under a minute. That's her secret weapon.
It's like the perfect bite-sized content for today's, short attention spans. I mean, she's really adapted traditional sales methods for the digital world.
She really has. And she encourages her consultants to do the same thing, like text the videos to friends and clients, post them on social media, the whole 9 yards. She's all about leveraging those digital connections to reach new people.
And that's smart. Because it's not just about face-to-face interactions anymore. It's about creating this whole web of connections online.
And you can tell she's genuinely excited about that relationship-building aspect, even if it's virtual.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just about making a sale. It's about connecting with people, helping them out.
It seems like she really believes in the products in the company.
She does, and she talks about her own why. for joining Mary Kay, like needing a backup plan, wanting to be her own boss, and helping others. And, she kind of blends that with the whole corporate Mary Kay message.
Right, like this is what the company stands for, and this is how it's changed my life.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
very powerful. But there's a lot more to unpack here, folks. And it's really interesting how she frames her personal story, right? It's not just about selling lipstick. It's about, like, taking control of your life, and finding financial independence and really making a difference.
Yeah, and it's a story that I think a lot of people can relate to,
Mhm.
especially these days, like wanting a backup plan or just wanting that flexibility of being your own boss.
Yeah,
It's a big deal.
totally. And she transitions so smoothly from her personal story into this video that highlights, like, Mary Kay's history and their values.
Oh yeah, classic move in direct sales.
Yeah.
Connecting the consultant's success to the bigger brand,
Mm-hmm.
adds credibility and makes you feel like you're part of something much bigger.
Exactly. And the video really focuses on Mary Kay Ash's story
Right.
as this, like, trailblazer for women in business, which ties in perfectly with Vernice's whole living fearlessly theme.
Oh, it does. It's subtle but very effective.
Right.
Like they're not explicitly saying, join Mary Kay, you'll be a feminist icon. But it's definitely there between the lines.
Totally. And they don't shy away from showing off their global reach either.
Uh-huh.
I mean, over 35 countries, that's pretty impressive.
It is. It gives this image of this huge, successful network.
Yeah.
Like, there's a market for Mary Kay products pretty much everywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's powerful for potential recruits.
Yeah, but it's not all, like, feel-good stories and empowerment anthems.
Mhm.
The video also dives into the whole product quality and innovation thing.
Oh, right, of course.
They talk about all the testing, they do patents, global manufacturing facilities.
Right, it's a good balance. You need the emotional appeal,
Yeah.
but you got to back it up with some hard facts.
Exactly. Like, we're not just about warm, fuzzy feelings. We're a serious business with high-quality products.
Exactly.
And they really emphasize how simple the Mary Kay business model is. Mm-hmm.
You buy directly from the company and sell directly to customers.
Cut out the middleman.
Yeah, pure profit potential.
And that's so appealing to people who are new to this whole entrepreneurship thing.
Right.
It's like, you don't need an MBA to succeed with Mary Kay. We'll give you all the tools and support you need.
And speaking of support, they really highlight that community aspect.
Oh yeah, the community is huge.
They talk about recognition for, like, small wins and big accomplishments.
It's that we're all in this together feeling that's so important.
Yeah, you're not just selling products. You're selling a support system and that sense of belonging.
It's like a built-in cheerleading squad and a mentorship program all in one.
Yes. And they end the video with this powerful call to action.
Ooh, I love a good call to action.
Right, like unleash your confidence and see the potential of a bright future with Mary Kay. It's classic. It leaves you feeling all optimistic and hopeful.
Right. It's not just about selling makeup. It's about selling this vision of a better life.
Exactly. And Vernice really drives that point home.
Yeah.
She reminds her consultants that this is their year to make a difference to become debt-free business owners.
Yeah, it's that final push of motivation.
Like a pep talk before the big game.
And she doesn't forget about the guests who are watching either.
Right.
She reminds them that they can start their own Mary Kay business for just $35.
Wow. That's a low barrier to entry.
Yeah, super accessible, which is a big selling point for a lot of direct sales companies.
Makes it easy to join the network.
So we've seen how Vernice expertly weaves together personal storytelling, product pitches, and that corporate messaging to create this really compelling presentation.
It is compelling.
But there's still so much to discuss about this whole deep dive.
There is. Let's move on to the final part of this meeting and see how she wraps things up, and then we'll talk about some of the bigger implications of this business model.
Yeah, what it tells us about this whole evolving world of entrepreneurship. It's really fascinating to see how this whole business model, kind of blends personal empowerment with this very structured corporate framework.
It's a tricky balance.
It is, right. Because on the one hand, she's encouraging her team to be these independent entrepreneurs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Setting their own hours, building a business that fits their life.
Right.
But then at the same time, they're still tied to this larger corporation.
Yeah, they rely on them for the products, for the training.
To support the whole thing. And I think that's something a lot of people are dealing with these days, especially with the whole gig economy thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We all want that freedom and flexibility.
Right.
But we also want some security, some kind of structure.
Exactly. And this meeting transcript, it gives us such a good look at how one company, at least, is figuring out that balance. you know?
I agree. And it's not just about selling makeup at this point. It's about selling a whole system. It's a lifestyle. It's a community.
It really is. And this whole deep dive has really got me thinking about, like, the way entrepreneurship is changing and the power of personal branding, you know?
Mhm.
It's not enough to just have a good product anymore.
No, not at all.
You have to create a story, you have to connect with people on a personal level,
Right.
and you have to use technology to reach a bigger audience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this meeting with all the personal stories and the product pitches, it's a perfect example of that.
It is.
It reminds us that every successful business has a strategy, a deep understanding of who they're selling to,
Uh-huh.
and a willingness to change with the times.
So as we wrap up this, fascinating exploration, we want to leave you with one final thought.
Yes. What did this deep dive show you about direct sales?
Did it change your mind about anything?
And how do you think this compares to other ways of being an entrepreneur? Other models you've seen.
Yeah, keep thinking about it. Think about your own experiences and maybe even consider what kind of business model, fits your values and goals.
That's a great point.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone.
See you next time.
We'll be back with another one soon, so until then, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep those brains buzzing.